kifua Bernard Morrison. Pasi ya kwenda kwenye mwendo ni Israel Patrick Mwenda. Wanasogea tena Simba. Chama! Hat-trick kwa mwamba Lusaka. Majirani hapo vipi? Chama Clatous mwamba Lusaka tangu amerejea nchini ni hat-trick ya kwanza. Akiwa anakabidhiwa Chama Clatous. Imekuwa nyakati bora kwake.
Chama basically is the person that you are seeing in front of you right now. So my name's Chama Clatous Chota. Some people call me Triple C. When I came to Tanzania, I got the name Mwamba wa Lusaka. My career as a footballer started way back when I was young. I think I'm coming from a family full of footballers, knowing that my dad, who was also Mr. Clatous Chama, senior, used to play football. Unfortunately, he didn't play for the national team, but he was in football and is known to be a footballer. Coming down to my our first-born brother, he's also a footballer, now doing his coaching course. Then we have a sister who's the second-born. The third-born is a guy who's also playing for Zesco United, and then I'm the fourth. Then we have the fifth, who's a sister. So we are 5 in total, 3 guys who are all footballers and 2 ladies who don't actually play football, but they are football fans. I started football when I was in school, somewhere in grade 4, and it has been like that. You know, I was the school captain when I was in grade 9. I went on to be a school captain when I was in grade 12 in high school. That was in Mansa, in Luapula province. From there, after writing my exams, I joined the Premier League team, which is called the Nchanga Rangers, and that's where my career basically grew. Back then in Zambia, I played Division 1 with teams with Zesco United, and I've also played an academy team, which is a team by now called Mutende Football Academy. And it has been there, we've been pushing here and there until now where we are. It has been a long journey, it has been difficult here and there, but we strive to make it happen. I've played for several number of teams in Zambia, to mention but a few. We have Power Dynamos, Changa Rangers, Ron United, and Lusaka Dynamos, Zesco United also. And now I'm in Tanzania, Simba Sports Club, the only team that I've played for in Tanzania. And I wish it to be the only team that I'll play for, because I've received quite some good support, good love, and I hope I reciprocate whatever I've been given that side. So that's it basically about the profile itself.
Yasin, Peter Banda on the run. Ni Simba wakilelekea lango, Renato Zambros, Clatous Chota Chama! There he is! Triple C! Mwamba Lusaka! Ndiye ambaye anatwanga gitaa la Kihispaniola la Pablo Franco Martin.
Well, last season for us as Simba, I think it was a little bit tough. I recall the games that we played away from Dar, one being the first game after I got back from Bekan. We played against Mtibwa. Though the weather wasn't so good, but the match itself was a little bit tough. I noticed how the team defended from 45th minute up to the 90th minute. And then from there we also went to Kagera Sugar, where we ended up missing quite some chances, and then we ended up losing the match. All in all, I think it was a hard season for us, knowing that a lot of teams had a lot to expect from us, so it was more like they were preparing themselves. Another game that I'll talk about is a game we played against Police Tanzania. I also came in the second half, but I remember somewhere 70th minute, you could tell that these guys are looking for a draw. In the 80th minute, 89th minute, so you hear players calling the referee to finish the match. Hey, referee, unawabeba. match imeisha, you know, or just wanting the match to finish like that. And after the final whistle, you see them celebrating. It was more like they have won, and I was puzzled, like, it's a draw, we are at home, and how come you are this happy? But you know, it was a hard season for us. I think we did our level best to be in that position number 2. But also, I wouldn't say we had a bad team. I think we had some hiccups here and there. And it's normal in a season, you know. I feel it's also a wake-up call for us, because the past 4 seasons we've been doing our level best and winning and all. But this time around we have this challenge and we need to come back and prove ourselves. When you talk about the NBC also, I think it's growing fast. And I see a lot of teams are doing their level best to keep up with the league itself, with the football itself, the techniques and all. So it's quite competitive, and that's the league that one would want to play in now. You know, we always want to compete, and we are competitors. So, you know, we thank God for the position that we have right now. At least we are going to play the Champions League. And at least we didn't finish above the top 4. Though it wasn't what we obviously wanted from the beginning of the season. But you know, we thank God for everything. And we have to now look forward to jipange upya and look forward to the season that is about to begin. So when you ask that, I just remembered I didn't even put myself in the previous question. So I'll start from there and pick it up to your next question. Personally, I feel it wasn't a good season for me because of my injury. It really made me get frustrated in one way or the other, stressed and all, because I really wanted to play and help the team. But you know how it is, when God decides I can't do anything, I can't decide the opposite. So it was somehow frustrating, where sometimes I would feel better and want to play, and yet I'm not okay. But this season, I hope I start on a good note. And then last season, I think the game that we lost in Kagera was so unexpected. That game really changed everything, you know. It felt more like we have lost a cup game. It was so hard for me to believe we lost because at the beginning of the match, we are having the game under control and all. And despite us creating so many chances, we ended up losing. I remember after that game we had the meeting and all. But it was so hard for me to believe we had to go about 3 games without a win as Simba, as the club that I know we are. So that one really made my heart feel so bad. But you know, we moved on, and we wouldn't want to experience such in the next season, you know. To be honest, in Tanzania, the pitch that I'm most fond to is only Mkapa. Just to be honest, from the time I joined Tanzanian League up to now, I think Mkapa is the best stadium, and I always find it difficult to play outside because we have to agree to that. Even the last time I won the MVP, I talked about it. We need to do better. We need to do more about our pitches in Tanzania. That will help the league grow, you know. I think many of the people that are watching the NBC, they pay more attention to those matches that are at Mkapa because obviously they will enjoy the football and all. But you know, as the league grows, I'm sure also that will be taken care of. But to mention, I'll mention first the other pitch which wasn't in the league this season. The one we went to play in Gwambina. That pitch was pathetic, sorry. That pitch was pathetic. Coming to this season, I think the 2 pitches I would talk about is one, Mbeya. Yeah, the pitch wasn't so nice. And then the West would have been Coastal Union. The pitch was hard, bumpy, so it was hard. It's hard to play in those kind of fields, you know. But we are in Africa. But not that we have to do so much that we are in Africa. We need to improve. Let's see how we can improve on that area and see how we help ourselves enjoy football. Football is meant to be enjoyed.
Na si utani hata kidogo, heka za dabi ya Kariakoo. Mwamba Lusaka, Clatous Chota Chama alifanya vitu hadaa akimwacha Faisal Salum na ulimwengu shujaa chini kwenye kipindi cha kwanza. Kabunyau.
Kwa ukweli, as the new season starts, it's important to have new faces. It's important to add more strength in several departments. For me, I think the signings have been good, it's quality, and it comes down to how they settle in. It comes also down to how we, the previous players who have been here, make them feel at home, how we welcome them. So it's important that we welcome them, we let them know what Simba is about so they can adapt. And then from there, they also will need to adapt, like I was talking about the pitches. They also need to adapt to the league itself. They also need to adapt to the fans, the pressure that comes from the fans outside the pitch and inside the pitch, also from the officials. We all know Simba is a big club. We always want to win. We're always after something. In any match, we don't go there to just play. There is always an objective. So as they come, we welcome them. They adapt, the sooner the better, so that we can push this objective and the team in one direction as a team, as we say, nguvu moja. Nipo katika camp kama hivi, it depends, because sometimes we have a PlayStation around, we will play games with some guys. Sometimes we just be chatting, but most of the time I prefer being a little bit alone, a little bit reserved, because that's how I expect myself to be. I love my space. I also believe that if I love my space, other people also love their space, so I don't want to inconvenience them. But where necessary, I like mingling with other guys so that we gel together. It's important. Well, when I'm home, I like games. I like games. I play chess. I play FIFA. And even new games, Ludo and all. I'm someone who's open to a lot of games. I would want to learn as many as possible. And also, I love spending time with my family, because for me, I treasure family time, because I think the families are there to understand us more, to support us more than the outside part, you know. Also, here and there, I mingle with friends because it's important. I also take alcohol when I feel like, when I'm free. It's important. It's life. We have to enjoy life, you know. That one, maybe I would say yes, because I take myself to be someone who has come from deep down the difficulties of this life, you know. So at times I want to take fashion serious. Sometimes I want to set my bars high. It's important, you know. It's important. In Simba, we have so many funny guys. It depends with how you cope with them. For me, I find Jonas a funny guy. Erasto, very cool guy. Kapombe, very funny, and very sharp guy. So we have a lot of guys. We have Kagere, yeah. But I think it's about the gelling, you know. You know what I get from Kude is not what others will get, and but you know, we are a family, and a family of many people. You find a lot of things that are different, and you have to learn and cope from each side of the part of a person. Yeah, I think so. And him also coming from Ghana, obviously, we can have the Ghanaian side of him. So I hope he's free and he enjoys his stay here. That way he also give us fun and we will enjoy being around him. You know, I wish him the very best, both outside football and in football itself. May he be free so that we can get the best out of him. Moses, I've been with him quite some time now in camp, mostly when we are in the national team. I think he's a cool guy. He's now going to be my new roommate. I've got a lot of things that I'm learning from him, and I'll take time to learn what he likes, what he doesn't like, and what he wants to be, and who he wants to really become. His goals and objectives, obviously, his dreams and what he's made of. For me, he's a good addition also into our team. And like any other guy who's coming here, I wish him the best. May he settle and may he enjoy his stay in Tanzania. Well, the coming season is going to be challenging. For me, I think it's going to be a little bit more competitive compared to the past seasons, which is a good challenge, which is very good for us as footballers, also for the fans, you know. I feel Azam has assembled a good team. Young are also assembling a good team. We are also assembling a very good and powerful team. And other teams also, we can talk of Singida Big Stars. I've been following their signings bit by bit on Instagram. Then you can also talk of Gator God. Yeah, I think it's going to be competitive. I think the very best thing to do right now is to get ready for it and to push. Obviously, as it has always been in life, if you can't push to your level best, you can't get what you want. So as Simba, I hope everyone is getting ready for next season. I hope the objective will be the same, and then we'll drive ourselves to what we are capable of. I think we also need to do well in the Champions League, knowing that we fell out in the previous season. So it's going to be good, and the challenge is there, and we are competitors. Like I said, we have to be ready to compete. We have to be ready to fight for our beloved Simba. Inshallah, our level best will bring the level best of everything.